Hey guys, welcome to a very exciting video, which is part of a series of a keto YouTube collaboration. Myself and 5 other absolutely amazing people are putting together a video series answering some questions about the keto diet that we can share with you. So in this video, we're talking about what we wish we had known when we started the ketogenic diet, and Scott's gonna get us started.
Thanks, Kelly. I'm Scott, also known as the Keto Dad on Instagram, and what I wish I had known before starting keto. Mine's not necessarily, my answer to that is not necessarily specific to keto. I need to do keto my way. I need to figure out this lifestyle my way. I need to not compare myself to others and try and copy how others are doing keto or following a keto lifestyle. I need to find what works for me and work that system and work that for my needs and my lifestyle. I spent a long time trying to follow others, trying to copy what others did, and trying to copy the basics, and it just wasn't working for me. It just didn't fit. So for me, finding that balance of what works for me, what fits in my lifestyle, what fits with my family and my family's schedule, my wife's schedule, my kids' schedule, really is the key for me. I can't compare myself to other people. I need to lose what I need to lose. I need to do what I need to do. And there are some things that I like to eat that others don't. There are some things that I don't like to eat, but others do. It just, it's working for me. So stick with what works and focus on yourself. Everybody else is going to do what everybody else is going to do, but focus on you, focus on yourself and what is right for you. So that's my challenge to you. It's been my challenge to myself, and I try and practice that on a day in, day out basis. Just do what works for me, so you do what works for you. And with that, we're going to turn it over to Aaron to find out what Aaron wishes he would have known before he started keto.
Thanks, Scott. Guys, Scott was one of the first people I met on Instagram in the keto community. He and I had very similar stats. We connected kind of early on and kind of were in lockstep losing weight for a long time. So represent the Keto Dad right up there. The thing that I wish I had known when I started keto is that fat is not a target. And what I mean by that is when I first started researching keto and discovered that it was a low carb, high fat diet, I thought to myself, oh, okay, I just got to eat a ton of fat to kick things into gear here. And while it worked for me, I did lose weight. The thing that I didn't realize is that my body didn't care where that fat came from, whether it was fat that I ingested or fat that was already on my body, my own fat stores. So had I held off on eating all the fat that I was eating, my body would have just used my fat stores, which was kind of the goal to begin with. The thing that I didn't realize is that fat is not a goal. It doesn't matter what your pie chart necessarily looks like. I mean, try to hit, that classic 75% fat, I guess, in the beginning to keep it easy. That's what I did, and it still worked. But really, as long as your protein is where it needs to be and your carbs are as low as they should be, and then eating fat until you're not hungry anymore. Not necessarily eating fat until you get all the way up to 75% of your daily intake, just eating fat until you don't feel like eating anymore. Doesn't matter where you land on that percentage. And so that's what I wish I'd known when I started keto. So that's going to do it for my segment. I'm going to throw it over now to Britt.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm Britt, also Keto Bee on Instagram. I started keto in November 2016. I actually just passed my 1-year keto-versary. And when I think about what I'd wish I had known at the beginning of my keto journey, I wish I could have known the importance of really celebrating non-scale victories. I gave the scale way too much power when I was starting out, and I got really discouraged when I hit a plateau only about a month and a half in. I thought, everybody's losing 60, 80, 100 pounds on this diet. I've lost 15 pounds. How am I already stuck? That kind of mentality is really detrimental to your progress because there is no race. There's no finish line that you're going to get to where the hard work ends. This is your entire life. This is your nutrition for your entire life. And the scale is such a tiny fraction of that progress. I really wish that at the time I could have really basked in the feeling of success that I had when a pair of pants were too loose, or that I could cross my legs easier. Those kinds of things are just as important, if not more important, than the number on the scale, because it pertains to your quality of life. If you're starting out, try not to compare yourselves to others. Try not to think you're not doing as well as other people. This is a personal journey. It is nothing about comparing yourselves to others. You know, I also really would have liked to know that maltitol is like the literal devil when it comes to your digestive system. Definitely would have liked to know that. Anyway, over to you, Joanna.
Joanna, also known as Keto in Canada here, and what is something I wish I had known about the ketogenic diet before I started? I had to think really hard about this one, but I think one of the main things is I didn't even realize that there was sort of a spectrum when it came to keto, that there were people on one end of the spectrum who only tracked their carbs, where on the other end of the spectrum, there were people that tracked everything, including ingredients, wouldn't eat canola oil, wouldn't eat a tomato or carrots, and didn't have that flexibility, because the way that I was taught keto was, or from my own research, was that, you know what, you've got 20 carbs a day, eat them however you want, we don't restrict ingredients. And I didn't even realize that there was like this full range of different people who all did keto for different reasons, not just for weight loss, but maybe it was to heal their bodies. And so I think I was kind of ignorant to that fact in the very beginning. And, you know, you'd hear a lot about, oh, that's the keto police. And there would be comments like that. And there is a lot of nastiness, I guess, that goes back and forth between the people that follow keto for weight loss and the people that are following it for other reasons. I'm not any part of that. I'm all positive. I think any way you want to follow keto, any way you want to better your life is great. But I just wish I would have known that in the beginning, because I thought I just wasn't prepared to deal with those type of people online, especially when I was sharing my own journey. So let's check out what Caleb wishes that he knew before starting keto.
Hey, it's Caleb UC here. I'm going to put my Instagram name right across here. Check me out. I want to talk to you about this collab, about keto, about your life, whatever you want to talk. I want to talk to you. But yeah, so, man, things I wish I'd known before I start keto. That's a loaded question. I wish I would have known how many options were actually available for you for keto. There is a substitute for literally everything. There is endless possibilities of what you can do for foods that you may or may not miss. So things that I wish I'd known is how, like, there's things out there that I wasn't going to miss out on. There's parts of keto that seem like, it's like restriction, but really it's like being able to lose weight and eat food that you love, and just kind of changing things up a little bit. So the thing I probably wish I'd known most was how many options there were and how many, like, things that there's not disadvantages against. So that's one thing that I really admire about keto, as opposed to other diets where it's just like, cut this out, cut this out, cut this out, and just eat this, and then you'll be okay. Whereas keto is like, you know, let's find a solution to the problem. And that's what keto is for me, and that's something that I wish I would have known when I first started, and instead of having to like figure that out. But yeah, that's a really awesome question.
You know, I have a lot of things I could say about this question, but the one that really sticks out to me is I wish I had known that I would never be truly happy or be able to love myself until I made the conscious decision and effort to do so. For a long time during my weight loss, I always thought, when I get to this weight, I'll be happy. When I get to this weight, I'll be happy. You know, when I fit into these size pants, I'll be happy. And what I found throughout my journey is every time I met that goal that I thought was going to fulfill my happiness, it just, you know, I would be happy for a couple days, but it just wouldn't stay there. So, you know, I actually, even by the time I hit my ultimate goal weight, I still wasn't able to love myself. If we always place our happiness on achieving a certain goal, we're never going to be truly happy. What really worked for me was changing my mindset to be more positive. I really wish that I had a positive mindset from day one, and I hope that anybody watching this will be able to sort of take this in and maybe get on that self-love train right now. But it's just so important. So to everyone watching, I want to challenge you to love and appreciate your body, yourself, your hard work, and your dedication starting right now. So that's going to wrap up this video, but don't forget that there are 5 other videos on each of the other contributors' channels, and those are all linked in the description box below. So go check those out. There's a lot of great content. I really think you'll enjoy it. So thanks to all my friends for, letting me be a part of this collaboration, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.